Morning, soul family. Actually, afternoon. So, hi, honey chicken. Hi, baby girl. Hi, honey. Want to say hi to Lily? So, what's on my mind right now is something's over. The song is talking about last time you saw me, you pushed right through, said, hey, how's it going? Feeling kind of tempted, wanting to pour out the truth. Not all I think is you. Come on in next to me. God, I miss singing. Things go naturally. Okay, so what came on this morning was this radio commercial by Wells Fargo, which is my bank, by the way, and it was about reestablishing trust. And it would be so cool if it would come on while I was talking to you guys, so you could hear the words because they were amazing. And it's like, what does it take to reestablish trust? Because there was obviously a breach in their, somebody hacked into their accounts, right? And it says, what does it take? Commitment, open, honest communication. We want to regain your trust. And and I know what's happened. I know what has happened in my life, and that's what needs to happen is open, honest communication and a commitment to reestablish the trust, because there was trust between the bank and who they were speaking about. It wasn't their fault. Someone else hacked in. Same thing in my situation. Someone else hacked in. The senior executives did something that they shouldn't have done, and it caused all kinds of problems. But what needs to happen is, and like Wells Fargo said, we're not taking responsibility. Well, they are, but it's not their fault, right? It wasn't my fault. But I'm sorry that this happened, and I'm going to take better care to assure your safety. So in my case, there was private information that was hacked into by senior executives, and it caused a problem. And this person was not aware at the time, but he should have made sure that our communication was private. I didn't realize that it was possible that other people could see this. So the trust between us was broken, Spirit said. I heard in my head, he compromised himself and he compromised her, and he did. Because that's what happened. So what has to happen in order to reestablish trust? There needs to be open, honest dialogue, communication, because there was trust between us. It wasn't a trustworthy place that our information went to. So basically the message is that Spirit, and the reason we kept getting the word commitment and communication is for my case, is that you've got to be committed to reestablishing trust within this relationship, right? Communication was intercepted. People got in there that shouldn't have, took private things and spread them around for other people to see. Humiliation and upset and confusion. And even though the terrible things that were done weren't done by the one that was communicating with me, it was done to me by people close to him, his staff. So he's the one that needs to clear up the communication and reestablish the open lines of communication. It's not like our trust was broken, right? So why do people not move forward? Why do people just stay in a place of, I'm not going to do anything, I'm not going to say anything? Remember the Grail Knight that was kneeling before the girl, handing out the rose and said, and the song, the cups broke beneath my feet, but it wasn't my fault, right? That was the song. We're on each other's team. I always see the Grail Knight when I see that. And I got a message yesterday on my YouTube from somebody saying that they appreciate the words that I speak in the beginning. So that they've gotten a lot of information, and yes, it has applied to them privately, personally. So I'm going to stop apologizing for talking to you guys while I get ready. This is how I do it. And whoever doesn't want to pay attention to it, they can move ahead. Right? You can. I always timestamp it. So today's our day for our weekly reading. It's also Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to everybody. And whoever has fathered a child and whoever has acted as a father to a child. A lot of times women are the mother and father to their children. I was. you know, for many, many years. And uncles, aunts, grandparents, you know, big brothers, whoever you might be. Happy Father's Day, and to all the blessed children who had those ones acting as their fathers. Okay, so here's our items that we're going to choose from. A magnifying glass, a crystal pointer. Now, this crystal pointer, this was my mother's. This is really, really important to me because it was my mom's, and she used to do all kinds of healing modalities, and she would use this, and it's why this battery goes out constantly. It needs a new battery, but it's got a little red, actually it had all different colors, but of course all of the things that were stolen of my mother's, all of the Bach flower remedies, all of my mother's healing tools, everything, her books, her journals, everything's stolen out of my storage unit. But this I had. I don't know where or why I had it, but I found it somewhere else, and I was so excited. Anyway, when you light it up, the tip will light up, and it would be all the different colors, whatever color that you needed, and you would hold it against your heart, you know. And this one had one in it, and it was the red one, and it shines pink, so it's love, which was the most important. So this was my mother's. This is copper, very important to me. This I got when I went to Santa Cruz and Boulder City. Interesting, Boulder City. Oh, that wasn't a mistake. Boulder Creek. And I was trying to get away from the heat, and I went up to, I'd always wanted to go to Santa Cruz, and I went up there, and it was way too busy for me. So I went away from the water. I was looking for some place to stay, and I went into the mountains, and I ended up in Boulder Creek. It was really hot there, but I stayed there for the longest time. And right before, I couldn't find anywhere to camp. I couldn't find anywhere to go, and that everything was full. They wouldn't allow me to stay in my car. I mean, it was horrible. So I thought, ugh, you know, I'm driving into this little sleepy town, past Ben Lomond, Loch Lomond, all these cool little places in the trees that I love so much. And it was hotter there than it was here. I couldn't believe it. I was looking for relief and didn't find any. But I come across this little garage sale. I decided to just, you know, stop stressing. And I thought, if I have to drive all night and drive home, I guess I'll have to. But today, I'm going to enjoy my day. And there was a little garage sale on the side of the road. And these guys, remember I talked to you yesterday about the guys who ran this this little camp place, and the guy who hated me, he was a spiritual guy, and he was gay. Him and his gay friend, her partner, were running it. Well, it was their garage sale. And I bought these from him. And there was, this is, to me, I don't know what it represents to you. I always see Kuan Yin, but I see healing and the serpent. I have that little angel as well. And to me, she was the blue jay, but she's also Kuan Yin. So to me, when I look at this, I see healing, I see transformation, I see love, compassion, and this is the dragon serpent, the dragon. And then this is one of my mother's pieces that my brother allowed me to have. Most of the stuff he kept of any value, but I got this and a couple others, and I'm going to bring them all down. I put them up on my shade here because I did. These were my mom's, and I don't remember. My mom always wore little brooches and pins, and she loved pretty little things. So these are this is a bumblebee, clearly, whoops, with green emerald eyes, and the butterfly of transformation. I remember this one. And what do we want? You know what I want this to be? This is a lightning bug, Uncle Phil. I've never seen one in person, but a lightning bug with blue eyes. It's about illumination. So these are your choices, you guys, while I go back to the lyrics. There's a reason, so think about why you would choose these. See, sometimes you think, oh, that's so pretty, I want that. That's just a magnifying glass, but man, you know, when you need to look at the details and figure things out, this is really important. And this, healing, and connection to mom, and the crystal, right? Powerful, because the quartz crystal amplifies everything and anything. And this is amazing. This is a work of art. This is light. This reminds me of a fun trip. That guy, I ended up buying flowers for him and his partner when I left. Actually, I didn't buy them. I went to buy them and I couldn't find any. So I stopped. I went up into the mountains and I picked wildflowers, a big bouquet of them. They were beautiful. There were sweet peas, and I walked up to him and he didn't quite know what to do. We'd made friends by then, a little bit tense, but it was there. All right, so these are your choices. So while I shuffle, I'm going to talk to you guys about the reason for the lyrics. And I don't know what decks I'm using. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, here we go. Animal Messengers are one. So what the one, wait till you're announced. We've not yet used all of our graces, right? Spirit's got something up their sleeve. The hounds are going to stay in chains. Look upon your greatness, and she'll send out the call. She'll send out the call. So I feel like that's when Spirit says to us, wait until we let you know. And then when we get that information from Spirit, we send out the call. We send out the call. Call all the ladies out. They're out in their finery. Hundreds of jewels on their throats, hundreds of jewels between their teeth. Now bring my boys in, their skin in craters like the moon's. The moon we love like a brother, while he glows through the room, dancing around. Interesting, while he glows through the room. I'm getting messages about this. He dances through the room. Glows through the room. The moon we love like a brother, while he glows through the room. Someone loves my twin like a brother. He glows through the room. We live in cities you'll never see on screen, not very pretty, but we sure know how to run things. We live in ruins of a palace within my dreams. This is, I looked up the massive meanings to this, and it's about people who, come from the inner city, or people who come from not so great backgrounds, and, they don't have diamonds around their throats, and they may not be the elite society, but they live in cities that you don't see on screen, right? The rundown towns, the small towns, the out in the west towns, the Midwest towns, and the little villages, but they know how to run things, right? They got their little gangs, they run. And then I'm saying, I'm kind of getting over being told to throw my hands up in the air, so there. So then the Grail Knight comes. Wasn't his fault, right? He says, so all the cups got broke, shards beneath our feet, but it wasn't my fault. And everyone's competing for a love they won't receive, because what this palace wants is release. So to me, when I look at that, that is why it happened. Somebody was jealous and was competing for the affections of this person on my end, and so they intercepted things and wrote lies, and they're all competing for a love that they were never going to receive. It was never going to be theirs, even though they tried. And because what Spirit wants is release, the palace, or maybe you yourself. I want them to release me. I want to be released. Spirit says, don't hold on so tightly to what it is that you're desiring, right? And don't run after it for certain. What you run after, what you chase will run away. So we live in cities again, and me again. I'm tired of getting told to throw my hands up in the air. I'm kind of older when I reveled without a care. So at first, we've done this for way too long, and life is passing by, right? But we're on each other's team. We're on each other's team. We're on each other's team. So that is the truth. We're on each other's team, but teammates stick together and they speak and they communicate. And if there has been miscommunication and if trust has been broken somehow, they rectify and remedy things, right? No one says that the blame is yours, but if you are aware of something that has happened, you take steps to remedy the problem. The communication is reestablished. Okay. This is such a perfect day for me. Like, what a beautiful day for Father's Day, hell, it's a beautiful day for the entire planet. If you could have this weather, it's so gorgeous. It's cool and breezy and sunny. It's the absolute perfect day. This is a perfect day for a baseball game. That's the one thing I do miss about being a Jehovah's Witness. I do have to tell you. We would have organized baseball games for the congregation, and it was so much fun. My dad never wanted to go because I don't think I've ever even seen my dad run. Ever. This guy's a businessman. Never ran. But we would go. The kids would go, I think of Wisconsin every single time I think of stuff like that. Everybody. My mama Sherry, Steelbridge Songfest, she'll be sitting in the front row. She'll be sitting there in the chairs in the parking lot of the Holiday Hotel with all the rockers, whatever the music was. She loves music. She's a little rocker. That's my mama Sherry. Oh, God. And people having badminton in the yard. And you know, when I was up in Boulder Creek with that, when we made up, me and that guy that ran the camp, we did make up because he had a crush on my, and that was the issue. He had a crush on my friend Randall. And that's the issue of the person who was jealous of what was going on in my life. Same deal. But this guy had a crush on Randall. And so because of Randall was with me when he saw Randall, because remember I told you he got upset that I was with, that I had Randall come over and have a barbecue. But then when he saw Randall, all of a sudden he wanted to be my friend, and he had all kinds of things he wanted to tell me and share with me and share with Randall, because he liked Randall. And I said we wanted to play badminton, you know, and he had his little trailer in the front there, and he's like, oh yeah. I said, do you mind if we play? Oh no. So we're out there, and he's videotaping us, and oh my God, it was so fun. But we played badminton. I think I have a video. I know I do. I have a video of it, of me and Randall playing badminton on the front lawn of this place. It was called Redwood. Oh, the Redwood something in Boulder Creek. I don't know, but it was the coolest place, and they are awesome people, and it's the cleanest place that you've ever been. I would absolutely stay there again. Absolutely. I loved my stay. I parked underneath. I mean, I have videos, and I did readings for you guys when I was there, but I want to go back there again. That was so much fun. And you know, I stayed in my car. I camped in my car, and they let me. No one else would let me. I think it was like $40 a night. I stayed there for a week. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was so much fun. I'd like to go do that now. And this weather right now would be perfect. This year I think it's cooler than it was then. All right, we're ready, roll. We're ready to roll. It's going to take us a while. I don't know why I do such long readings for our daily reading. It's kind of silly, but all right. Magnifying glass. Whoever picked the magnifying glass. Oh, hey guys. Let me put this back. Let's do, I should have said that first, because now maybe I'll mess you up. All Zodiac, right? So let's skip around. Oh, I'm going to skip around without looking at the items. Fire. Ooh, funny, I picked that one of all things. You think I would have picked something different? Fire, water, earth, air. Okay. Earth, water, fire, air. Earth, water, fire, air. Earth, water, fire, air. I got to write it down. Earth, water, fire, air. Now, what's cool about that is if you have already you're like, oh, sure, I already chose. That's cool. Both of them are yours. Okay? So we're going with earth first. And what I'm going to do is, how can I do this? Nope. These two are for me and my partner. I don't have a partner right now, but in spirit I do. Or how about, forget that. These two are for me. Those two are for him. I'm going to do that. So, that's what I'm going to do. So this is his. You need a magnifying glass, buddy. You got to look at the details. Okay, at 18 minutes and 18 seconds in, there you go. You have a message at 18. Okay, because we're going to double it. My angel numbers book that you guys can, I do this with the angels numbers book so you guys can have this too for people who want to go and purchase it. Your thoughts are the valve that opens and shuts your financial flow. This is perfect. As you stay positive, all the material resources you need come to you easily. However, worry can stop this flow. So, ask your angels to help you stay upbeat, especially where it concerns money. Perfect choices for who we chose. Okay, get ready, Inspector Clouseau. Ooh, got a message in that. Yes, I did. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So, there you are. Sometimes you think to yourself, I don't really know what I want. Liar. Yes, you do. Inside, you know. We always know. Because if you're going to flip a coin, right, heads or tails, somebody says, okay, this is your choice, heads or tails, and you pick, okay, I pick heads, right? And then you flip the coin and it lands on tails and you go, shit! Well, you already know. You already knew before you asked the question. We all know. So if you want to get clear, look what she's doing. She's going outside. Why? Do you see anybody around her? Nope. Nobody there. Because she's not asking anybody else what she wants or what he wants. You get out there away from everyone and you don't listen to anybody else talking in your ear, and you get real and you get quiet and you feel what it is that you desire. Because you've been hiding your feelings from yourself. And your intuition is kicking you from the inside. So admit your feelings. And they are not so deep inside that you can't pull them out. You are... I gave my friend a very small little Christmas gift. I had it purchased there and given to this person by someone else, and it was just a simple star, and the words to the card were, follow your true north. What is true to you? You are your compass, and your compass will guide you towards your true north. Your feelings will guide you towards your true north, and you need to be honest with yourself. And when you get the direction that your own internal compass points you to, trust that the changes that you make are going to be in harmony with your soul's path, because we can't go wrong following our true gut feeling. And you're going to be very happy that you admitted to yourself what you've been denying. Another message is, allow people to get to know who you truthfully are. The true you, the real you, the authentic you. Because right now, they need a microscope to figure out who you are, because you're hiding. You have to stand in your own integrity, your own honesty, and only you know what's right for you. So, Spirit wants you to be yourself and face whatever fears that you have that are stopping you from doing so. I did way too many cards. This should be our weekly reading. It might be. Your feminine aspect is awakening. Feel the goddess energy inside you. She seeks acknowledgement and validation. New and wonderful things are coming into your life. Wake up and celebrate. Now, we all have... First of all, let me just show you this, okay? Your feminine aspect is awakening, because what are we discussing here? Your feelings, right? Your feelings, your emotions. That is the nurturing, loving, feminine energy within you. And she seeks acknowledgement, or he. The goddess within you seeks acknowledgement for the male on the outside, and wants to be validated, wants to be heard. I'm in here trying to get your attention. Pick up your freaking microscope and find me. Wake up. It's time to celebrate. And the reason I say that is because look at the heart wrapping around this healing serpent's heart. Look at that. You think you're a rotten snake? It's healing. It's transformation. It's beautiful. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Now, this message also is saying to the feminine in a man's life, I want you to see me. I'm seeking for you to validate me. Recognize me. I want to hold you. I want you in my arms. I'm not looking at anyone else but you. My light is shining on you. Wake the fuck up. Hello? Or is this within yourself? The coming together, embracing lovingly the male and feminine aspect inside of yourself. The feminine aspect inside of yourself is good. You need to have that. It's nothing to be ashamed of. And the masculine inside you wants you to step out. You're sleeping. Wake up, divine masculine. Hello? Both of you. Can you feel me? This is beautiful. I love this message. Love it. All you know is that spirit is shining down upon this, and this is real. And this is good, because look at the growth. If you do this, it's all about growth. You have to do this. Have to do this. Lighten up. Woohoo! The hummingbird says you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself and to others. The hummingbird that is aerodynamically incorrectly built. Now, we talk about that because an eagle or a hawk could look at that little hummingbird and think, what the hell's wrong with you? Look at your weird little body and this fat little body and that weird long nose, and maybe you're somebody that somebody has bullied or made fun of or doesn't think that you can do it, or you're weird, you're different than everyone else. You are spectacular. You are a helicopter. You can fly up, down, sideways, backwards. You can go so fast. You can fly hundreds of miles, and you're beautiful. Nobody looks at a hummingbird and says it's ugly. They look at a hummingbird and they're fascinated, and they make us happy. I don't know anyone who doesn't get happy when they look at a hummingbird. They're like, oh, look. The hummingbirds, they're so happy. They joyfully dart around seeking the happiness and taking the nectar in life. And that's what the hummingbird's asking you to do. Lighten up your energy. Don't take things so seriously. It's all good. It's all happy. What do you have to do to grab the joy in life? You know, stop working so hard. Grab the joy in life. It's a beautiful day. This is the day. Why is every single weekend going by and you are allowing your happiness and joy to slide by you? Why are you not doing what you know you want to do? Why are you hesitating? Why are you procrastinating? Woo, look at that car was peeling out. He was like, I'm out of here. Let's go. Right? Life is too fast. Listen to that person. That person is getting the hell out. They're on their way. I'm laughing. It's like someone's spinning donuts. Is that what you're doing? You're going around and around in circles. That's what you're doing. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Whether you're working, whether you're playing, whatever you're doing, you have to enjoy it. It's supposed to be fun. I'm having fun right now. I'm working, right? Yes, there's a lot of sadness in your life, right? There's bad things and there's crap that happens and things that you wish you hadn't done and humiliating things. But you know what? Get over it. Let it fall away. The dead are dead. We are alive. We are meant to live. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I'm not minimizing the pain. Just saying, it's time to move on. Let the tears fall and then let them dry and then move on. No one that has left your life wants you to be miserable and stuck and not moving forward. And as I say that, a red dragonfly literally just flew by. He's way too far for you guys to see him. But the red dragonfly literally symbolizes someone who has passed into spirit and is letting you know, I love you and I'm happy and I want you to be happy. If you don't believe me, look up red dragonfly symbolism. So allow, if you're in a place of grief, that came up for a reason. That's why I need to say this. That's why this is there. Somebody may be in a place of stasis. They've been depressed and sad because someone they've loved is gone. Sometimes we feel guilty moving forward when someone else was not able to. Maybe you were involved in a car accident and someone died. Why did I live and they died? Because their life purpose was filled. Yours wasn't. You are alive and you're meant to live. Life is short. Make every moment count and go after your love. Go after it. It's time to wake up. Positive outcome. I love this one. The sun is about to burst through the clouds and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. I love this. And look at. Remember when we went outside the clouds? I think that's the only one left. It's all sun now, but it's still beautiful. I'm happy for you guys. That's super exciting. Okay, at 27 minutes and 44 seconds in, we go to the brass and crystal pointer. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Kangaroo. First thing I think of is time to let go of mom and dad and hop out of the pocket. Time to take your own life and start living it. My mom, when I was growing up, my brother had a best friend, and he was his mom's favorite, and they were like best friends, but it was ridiculous. It was. Their last name was Corlett, and we called him Kanga Corlett because he was always in his mommy's pocket. She over-mothered him, coddled him, hovered over him. He was barely able to move forward in life, but when he did, oh my, they had a wealthy family, a musical family. And he went out and he was the businessman, and this guy is very, very successful. And my brother still calls him Kanga. He was my brother's best friend. Oh, I got a message. That's an awesome message. It was my brother's best friend. Okay, cool. So right now, the kangaroo wants you to be grateful. And on a day like this, be grateful for, this is a mom carrying around this kangaroo, but maybe you've had a dad that was like your mom. So be grateful for that. I'm looking at that right now. I'm seeing sometimes, you know what? You didn't have a dad, and your mom was your dad. And be grateful for her. Yes. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Father's Day, Mom, on this day. That's what I see in this kangaroo. But it's time to leave Mom's pocket. Right? Mom's got to understand. You get to have a life, too. She doesn't want to carry that little helpless baby around. Maybe Mom's saying, you know what? Time to go. She wants to kick you out of the nest. But the kangaroo is talking about how we're constantly bombarded with choices and possibilities. Remember yesterday I said when we get too many choices, we don't know what to do. If you got too many options, it gets confusing. So sometimes when you got a lot going on in front of you and a lot of things to look at, you forget to be grateful for the little things that are actually the more important things. right? Sometimes you feel envious of what other people have, or you feel like you don't have enough. The song, we're on each other's team, you know, they were hanging out in towns that they weren't proud of. I'm not 90210, although, hello, if you ever went to Beverly Hills, you wouldn't want to live there. It's absolute shit. It is. The streets are disgusting. Nobody repairs the roads. I'm walking down Melrose Boulevard going, yuck. I hate LA with everything in me. I got to tell you, hate it. Rather be out here in what they call Hickville. This, I'd rather have that. Thanks. I'd rather be in Wisconsin. Thanks. Than Hollywood. No, thank you. So if you're looking like the people around you have what you don't have, start looking at what you do have that they don't have. And trust that you have everything that you need. You always will. You may not be super wealthy, but you will have everything that you need. Spirit will make sure of that if you're following your soul's path, if you're not being greedy, if you're not being jealous and resentful and sitting there being a little black rain cloud, because Spirit will give us what we need. Everything that comes our way is a gift. We're not given anything. Even if you think you work for it, Spirit can shut you down in a heartbeat. When Spirit wants me to stop working because I'm overworking, they shut down my line. It doesn't ring at all. So don't think that you're doing everything on your own. You're not. So when you do what Spirit wants you to do, which is in your highest good, which is living a life of honor and integrity and living for yourself and loving yourself and respecting yourself and others, guarantee you will not want. You will not go without food, shelter, and love. In one way or another, you will be taken care of. Sometimes people end up in shelters. I have a friend right now that's in a shelter, and guess what? She met her boyfriend there, and together they're building from the ground up. And she is so happy. She is so happy. Yesterday, I posted on my wall a little village up in, I don't know where it is, but they have these little houses that were built for the homeless people. And they literally are the size of sheds. And they're so cute. They're adorable. They look like, I had my very wealthy friend in Wisconsin. Her father built her a playhouse, which I don't know if she ever played in it, but it's on the property and it's so adorable. And here, I'm going to show it to you guys. It's about this size. And here's somebody, and I'm not going to put the words out because I can't, but this is somebody talking about the shelter that he lives in. I'll go quickly through it. Look at them. And then look at so this is where they live. Instead of being in the streets like that, right? They're in shelters like little homes like that. Look at the small ones there as I scroll by. They're talking about their homes and where they were and what they have. So sometimes people end up like this. Do you think that they're unhappy that they have this? They're so grateful. Some of these people, this is the first home they've ever had. And I'm telling you, I look at these tiny homes and I like them. I don't have a home of my own. I could live in a tiny home. So be grateful for what you do have. A lot of you have very beautiful homes. And, you know, you're bitching because you've got to mow the lawn. Or, you know, you're pissed off because your wife wants you to paint fix the gutter or whatever. Be grateful for what you have. And ladies, be grateful for what you have. I am grateful. I love my studio. I love it. And look at my view. This is not my home. I pay $800 a month plus utilities for this place. Actually, no, I don't. I pay $800 with my utilities. Yeah. So this is about Spirit nurturing us. This is about nurturing others. This is about generosity, abundance, about family. So maybe you're in the position to do this and help another, right? My landlord and I help each other out here all the time. He works really hard in this place. He's got a huge mansion with 5 stories, and he lives in a little tiny basement downstairs. Think about that. Big isn't always better. He works every single day of his life trying to get this place taken care of. He wants it gone. Be yourself. Situation calls you to be your authentic, true self, which is the basis for your personal power. And every time I see this, I see that unicorn. I see that unicorn that was in the forest. Remember that unicorn? And he was the only unicorn there, so he thought there was something wrong with him. It was like that little story that I used to read to my kids is when they were little. Are you my mother? The baby bird wakes up out of its egg, and mommy's not there. And so he goes off looking for her. And everywhere he goes, he's looking. Are you my mother? He's looking for his mother. Are you my mother? No, dear. And that unicorn didn't see anyone else like him in that forest. And so he felt there was something wrong with him. And they looked at him and thought, oh my God, do you not know who you are and what you have? Look at the magic. We knew. And we said, look in our mirror and see yourself as how glorious you actually are. Because the authentic, genuine, true you is going to draw to you everything that you want. If you pretend to be something or someone or act a certain way or like things or dress a certain way, other than the way you actually truly feel, you are discrediting yourself. You're disrespecting yourself because you're saying that you should be you should be covered up. There's something wrong with you. You're the one that's saying that, no one else. So be yourself. Speak the way you want. Dress the way you want. Think the way you want, even if you're the only one that's thinking that way. You have to be honest and truthful to yourself. And that way, the people that see you see who you truthfully are. And if you don't fit with them, that is a message from your higher self and from God. This is not your crew. This is not your team. I don't fit in here. Well, then go find your team, because this isn't your team. Also, there are people there when you're acting completely different. There's a song that comes to mind, and it's by, what is that girl from Canada? You're making a fool of yourself. It's like, why do you have to make things so complicated? I had this person in my life that I thought was amazing, and he changed when he got to be around other people, dressed differently, and it was ridiculous. I wasn't interested in that. Didn't understand it. And the song is, chill out. What are you yelling for? Lay back. It's all been done before. And if you could only let it be, you will see. I like you the way you are. When we're driving in your car and you're talking to me one-on-one, but you become somebody else around everyone else. You're watching your back like you can't relax. You're trying to be cool. You look like a fool to me. Why do you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else, and it gets me frustrated. Life's like this. You fall, you crawl, you break, you take, you get, you turn into honesty and promise, and honesty and promise, and I'm never going to make you fake it. That's what she's saying to him. Honesty, promise. I'm never going to make you fake it. You come over unannounced, dressed up like you're something else. Where you aren't, where you aren't, where it's at, you see. You're making me laugh out when you strike your pose. Take off all those fancy clothes. You know you're not fooling anyone when you become somebody else, running around everyone else, watching your back like you can't relax, trying to be cool. You look like a fool. Why do you have to go and make things so complicated? I see you the way you're acting like you're somebody else, and it gets me frustrated. And life is like this. We do fall, we do crawl, we do break, and we take what we get and we turn it into honesty and promise. I'm never going to make you fake it. Why do you have to make things so complicated? Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you tried for that so hard, tried to fit in, and you fell flat on your face and they all laughed at you. Well, what does that say about them? Time to go where you should be, which is around your peeps, right? The people that love you for who you are. And when you stand and be your truthful self, you draw to you people. They look, oh, there's one like me. There's one like me. You know the song it makes me think of? It makes me think of the song by Avicii, Wake Me Up When It's All Over. And they said, we're leaving this place. Where are we going? We're gonna go where there's people like us. We all have this tattoo on our shoulder. We all have this mark. It makes me laugh because in the Bible it's like the mark of the wild beast, right? No, this is the mark of your soul family. Soul family flocks together like birds of a feather, like we did last night in our soul family meetup. It was awesome. People from all kinds of backgrounds, different sexual orientation, everything. We were strong together. Together we're strong. So that's what this situation calls for. Now maybe you just need to tell the truth about something. Honest. Honest is good. Message from Afar. Ooh, liking this one. Emotional waters. Over the water. A message coming from over the water. A message coming from afar. Expect positive news and refreshing news. Ooh, a great outcome for all. Okay, we're just going to leave it at that because that's just bam, awesome. Hearts flying towards you. Love that. Remember yesterday, somebody, where I don't know why I can't do this. Rhythm of the Heart. This is the song that Rhythm of the Heart. I just started singing it as I was walking around in the Rhythm of the Heart. Rhythm of the Heart. I think it's Rhythm of the Heart. Yeah, Rod Stewart. I just started singing it. What was I singing? And it makes me think of this right now, and the fact that there's a message coming from afar, possibly a message coming from over water. Wow, the song is a lot longer than I realized. Ooh. Rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with the words I love you rolling off my tongue. No, never will I roam, for I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. That's it. Never will I roam, for I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. This is what I started singing yesterday, so this is pretty cool. I like this. So what is your message? Do it now. Do not put it off any longer. Have courage. Listen to your intuition, for it is the guiding voice of your soul. Remember we got in the message, not yet, not yet, you'll know when. Wait till you're announced. Well, this is the announcement. Do it now. So if you were waiting for a sign, this is it. This is it. At 41 minutes and 3 seconds in, this is it. On Father's Day, you're being told, do it now. Okay, here we go. At 41:13. Who are we at right now? Oh, I threw it away. How sad is that? Well, you guys will have to remind me. Oh, here it is. How cool. So now we're on to my sign. Whoa! No, we're not. Yeah, we are. Okay. Retreat, retreat. The turtle. Stop trying so hard to make something happen. But you know what I look at when I see retreat here? Go on a retreat. Because I was talking about going up to Boulder Creek. Ooh. It's also about going with the flow. And I'm looking at Crush and Dude, right? In Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. Remember where Dory went looking for her family and got lost, and Nemo was like, "Where are you?" and went looking for her. Crush and little Dude were going to help you catch the wave to get to where you needed to go. So Crush and little Dude are saying, chill, it's all good, relax. Today's the day to relax. Today's the day to just chill. So this is the Aries. This is, and whoever picked this pile, my side. How funny. So this is mine double. I'm laughing at that because I picked this for me both ways. So, relax. Stop trying so hard. There's not a lot you can do right now about the situation you're in. So, back off. Chill out. This isn't about dropping something. This is about just relaxing. This is about, don't worry about it, right? And besides, when you try and push at something and it doesn't want to go, you're just going to get frustrated. So, eventually we can, right now it's kind of like pull your turtle's little head back into your shell and take a chill pill. And then a little while later, when who knows when the current will come along, the current will shift and all of a sudden you'll be able to stick your neck out. So this is about intentionally choosing to do nothing about this situation. I'm not doing anything. I'm chilling. I'm happy with this. Spend some time in nature away from this. See, this is the thing for me. This is what I got. This was my message. Nature. Away from the city, away from the noise. Somebody sent me, a Facebook friend sent me that in Los Angeles they're having this huge meditation thing taking place in a park in LA. And I said, no thanks. And he goes, it's a beautiful thing. They have booths set up and they have yoga. And I said, I'm sure it is. But you know what? Looking at it, I looked at it. And they did an aerial view of everybody and all the activities. And I got tense just looking at it. Way too many people. Even though they were all filled with, spiritual people doing yoga, it was just hell no. I said, for me to get to LA, first of all, from here, I'd be in the hospital with a heart attack just trying to get there. It's way too stressful. No, not my idea of retreat. My idea of retreat is that, chilling by myself. When I need to recharge, I'm an introvert. When you wouldn't know that really, but and I can go out, doesn't mean I can't, but I don't charge if about 75,000 people around me. So right now, this message is you could stand to spend some time in nature, right? It'd be good for you right now. And doing that is not a backward movement. It is not a retreat, as in, retreat, and everybody goes running back the other way. That's not what they're talking about here. This is actually forward movement by retreating. So that's another message. You will gain by not pushing. You will gain by doing nothing. Let someone come to you. Remember what I said? Don't chase. What you chase runs. Stop running and let them turn around and go, hey, where'd the hell they go? I'm done chasing. So at this time, even if you call it a retreat, recognize that this is what your body is calling for. Your body's calling for this. Your mind's calling for this. Your situation is calling for this. It's a time to connect with spirit, with nature, trying to get, to get to a place of peace where you have a different perspective on things. It's about relaxing and going slow and just kind of chilling. It's a perfect day. It's a perfect day. It really is. I told you guys, this day is just, God, it's just glorious. This is a perfect day for a retreat. I like it. I like it a lot. I say yes. Boop. Business venture. Trust and follow through on a new business venture or career opportunity. There you go, Sandy. Look at these little gnomes. Look at all the gold in their hands. So clearly your business venture is going to be prosperous. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to mean it's only going to be financially prosperous, although I do feel it will be. It's also going to bring peace to other people. Our business venture absolutely is. Look at the amethyst cave that they're in. And you're going to have helpers because Spirit's going to give you the information that you need, the encouragement, the ideas, the visuals. How many helpers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 helpers. 4 helpers that I can see. So angels. There are angels all around you. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. There is no reason for fear. So trust and follow through on this business venture or this career opportunity, whatever it is that's in front of you. This is absolute confirmation, as if we didn't already know for ours, that yes, this is a sign that this is positive. Now for you guys, you might receive an offer, a business offer. You might be getting a new promotion. Somebody might come to you with an idea. So they want you to think about what it is that you truly want. If you're trying to bring something into mind, maybe you've got a lot of options in front of you. Remember yesterday when you got a lot of options, you're not quite sure? So meditate, retreat, go into nature, think about it, right? Put all these messages together. They are telling you that your business is going to be successful. They want you to take action. So today I should spend some time thinking of the words that for my cards, right? Write down your ideas, whatever they are for your business. Trust your feelings. What is your gut telling you? Go with that. It's absolutely positive, clearly. And if you're in a business transition right now, it's going to be a positive, healthy transition. So this is just bonus all the way around. See the snake? This is a dragon serpent, and this is about transformation and healing. And it's Kuan Yin, and she says, have compassion, mercy, and relax, and calm down. Christos. Here we are again with Christos. So here's Jesus looking at us. It always bugs me looking at him, but we all know that he doesn't look like this. We all know that he's absolutely incredible looking with an amazing body. So whatever it is, he's telling you. Now, whoever this represents to you, this can just represent spirit to you. It can actually, when you look at that, I used to look at that and I would see my twin. They always told me my twin looked like Jesus. So I would look at that. So whoever it is, that this is how I'm going to read this card today. Whoever this represents to you, they are with you. The light is shining upon them. You are eternally loved and held within the palm of creation. Feel my presence beside you, my dear friend. For I'm always with you. You are always in my heart. I know somebody who calls people by that term of endearment, dear. Isn't that the most beautiful way of speaking to someone? So if this represents somebody that has gone into spirit, recognize their presence next to you. Is it your father, your brother, your friend, your lover? Who is it? Feel the presence beside you, because that red dragonfly showed up for somebody. And they wanted you to know that you are very loved and that they are very happy. And they're always with you, and you're always in their heart. This also, as I said, represents spirit. This is beautiful. Wow. So for me, this is my twin speaking to me, and it also is spirit speaking to me. But this, my dear friend, is what I'm seeing, the line that I'm seeing. I'm always with you, and you're always in my heart. And I see transformation and forgiveness and compassion and mercy. Protection. Wow. This is awesome. You are safe. Do not fear. We are always, always with you, and we surround you. So Spirit talking here. We're always with you and we're around you. We have invisible wings of light around you. You are protected. This could be you. You are completely protected and surrounded. Look at the love. This is the love coming from Jesus' heart, though. When you hurt, I hurt. These tears are I feel your pain. Your pain is my pain. Feel the love coming towards you. Feel the protection around you. God, this is a beautiful message. At 50 minutes and 30 seconds in, we go to this beautiful little cluster. This is my mom speaking here. Uncle Phil, look at the lightning bugs. My Uncle Phil saw lightning bugs. I've never seen them and I so want to. However, this little lightning bug is somebody who illuminates things for people. With her blue eyes. Look how beautiful that is. I love this, Mom. Look at the rainbow and the wings. God, this is beautiful. I never really sat and looked at this for a long time. This is a crystal on the end. It's beautiful. Get busy and get after the honey. Sweet victory also, says the bumblebee. And remember, don't chase. Allow it to rest like a butterfly on your shoulder. It's a beautiful transformation taking place. Yours won't go past you. Allow it to land lightly on your shoulder like a butterfly. Okay. Badger. Dig in and see it through to completion. I always think of Wolverine every time I think of the badgers because of their claws. So, perseverance. Stick with it. If you were thinking of quitting, don't. Dig in. What did I say yesterday in our weekly reading? Not our weekly reading, in our Soul Family meetup. I said about Scarlett O'Hara. I always call myself Scarlett O'Hara because I've got the scarlet letter branded on my back since childhood. No matter what you thought of her, she dug her hands in to the soil and she didn't wait for somebody else to do it for her. She took care of her family and her friends. She was loyal and she dug her hands in. So the badger, don't give up so easily. You're going to have to be more patient and more persistent, maybe than you've ever been before. The result's not that far away. It's kind of like don't quit before the miracle, right? But you got to hang in there and stick with it. Because maybe in the past when things got like this, we talked about this yesterday, about building that cake. We talked about that. And we got to the place where we were tired and we thought, and we said, you know what, fuck it, I'm giving up. I'm tired. I'm not going to win first prize anyway. Remember that defeatist attitude. If you guys haven't watched that, it's recorded and it's awesome. It is all Zodiac sign multiple choice reading, even though it was done live. A lot of these messages are being reiterated and confirmed here. So maybe you've given up too easily. Or maybe you've tried to find shortcuts through relationships or career paths or even your spiritual work. You wanted to, skip stages. But everything that we have to go through, even though it's frustrating, it's all a part of our growth process. It's important. So we have to stay steady. We have to stay committed to whatever this is. Even if it could be that you've got, you're in a marathon and you've got to go, I've got 5 more miles. But you could be in a short sprint and you've only got a few more inches across the thing. Are you going to stop? Have you ever seen that meme? It's about perseverance. And the message is the fault in giving up too soon. And you see these 2 miners inside this tunnel with a pickaxe, right? And they're digging. The guy up above is like running with his tongue sticking out. And he's going full bore. And this other guy is just sweating blood. And the guy is, way behind him. He's got a lot more to dig. But this guy that's been going, and finally he's like, fuck, there's nothing here. And literally 2 more swipes at his pickaxe, and all the gold was on his side. So sometimes we think it's not there, right? You can't see anything in front of you at all, but you don't realize that right around the corner someone's going to walk. God, there's a song by Train. There's a song by Train, and the video shows that. This guy and girl both of them thinking about each other, wanting each other, missing each other. They had a falling out. And it was basically synchronicity, but she's walking along the street, he's walking along the street, and all of a sudden he turned the corner, and bam, they walked right into each other. There they were. So I just got chills all over my entire body just now. So that may be happening to somebody. So right now, whatever feelings that you have of, frustration or worry or sadness or depression, put those feelings aside. You don't have to hurry right now. You can relax. Remember, we were shown we can relax. We're almost there. But Spirit wants us at this moment just to be in the now. Live in the present moment. It's interesting because it's talking about digging in and seeing it through to completion, but relaxing at the same time. Because sometimes that's what we have to do. Sometimes seeing it through to completion doesn't mean chasing, right? It means relaxing and allow things to come and land softly upon your shoulder. You don't have to chase what is yours. You need to stick with something. You need to stay committed, because victory is yours. Soon you will see things lit up. The path will be illuminated for you. Ooh, likey. This is the pile I picked for me. And I am frustrated, and you do get to the point where you feel like you're done. Now this is interesting because we're not in spring. We're past spring going into summer. And yet so this may mean that whatever a project that you're working on will manifest in the spring. You're thinking, oh my God, that's a year from now? I don't think so. This means about flowers fully blooming. Today, I videotaped. Actually, I took pictures. I'll have to show it later. Of a lotus field, and all the flowers were in bloom. It was incredible. There was a truck that was driving along, taking pictures of, and it's on Facebook. I don't know if I could show you the video if anybody else has it. It was so beautiful, and I took those pictures, and all the flowers were in bloom. So I don't believe that it's next spring. Now it could be for a project, or maybe someone's getting married next spring, or maybe, you're moving next spring. It could be something like that, because that's when their desire fully manifests. But it's saying that they fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. Well, the flowers are blooming now, right? Spring to me represents new beginnings. And it's just going into summer now, so I feel like it's now. Now, for some people, it could be later. I feel like it's now. Because for myself, I feel like it's very soon. Because I witnessed the flowers all in blossom. They were fully in bloom. So wherever you are in the world, I mean, everyone, my Uncle Phil and family, they were all waiting for the dandelions. I love dandelions too, but the daffodils to come up, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, everything starts to happen. The flowers are blooming now. So maybe that's now. Whatever it is, maybe it is spring. You'll know if you knew that something was going to either your project or you're either going to do it in the summer or the spring or the fall, and this is your answer, well, then you know, right? Otherwise, stay filled with faith. It's when the flowers are blossoming. It does talk about new beginnings. It does talk about babies being born. It does talk about adoption. Oh my God, I just got yesterday, I'm going to show you. It's really beautiful. Since this is Father's Day, I saw it early because my daughter sent it to me. But I want to show you what happened in our family. And this is a really good sign because that means I'm going to get emotional. Look at this. Will you be my dad? The kind of love that's forever. This is my grandson and his incredible stepdaddy, Jacob. Look at that. That was the answer. Of course. Will you be my dad? It talks about adoption. Adoption doesn't necessarily mean... Sorry, I'm very emotional right now. It doesn't have to be a baby. My grandson's 12, and he deserves this. Really, really deserves this. Now, the thing is, he already has him as his dad. He's always been the only dad he ever had. But they're going to make it official, so this just shows me that I was worried. I said to my daughter, are you sure it's going to be allowed to happen? And she said, I have full custody. All Jacob has to do is fill out the papers. So, but still in my heart, I just wanted it to be no problem. Because this is how much they love each other. And they deserve that. So for me, I'm going to show my daughter this. This is a really happy message. So it could be to any of you who
Maybe you have been foster parents that have been trying to adopt a child. This is confirmation. Or you who were trying to, weren't able to conceive, maybe you're adopting a child. It's going to take place. So, another message is, remember I told you I lost my mother's flower essences. That was one of the things that were stolen in my storage unit. But flower essences are really important. I use them in my water. I use them, flower oils, essential oils in my diffuser in my home. They're very powerful for helping moods, for clearing energy, and for just making things smell wonderful. So Spirit's also advising you to do that. They're also telling you to stop and smell the flowers, because today's a relaxing day, right? Go out there and take a sniff of the beautiful flowers. They smell so sweet and beautiful. I'm seeing this one looking at a transformation. And what's interesting to me is they're both looking at each other like they're the gift. This is like a present that's opening up. This could be a little one. There's a gift coming to you, is what I feel. But I feel like the two that are looking at each other, this transformation, this one went through a major transformation. And this one has blossomed. And this one looks at this one as a gift. But this one is, look at her hands up to her mouth. How beautiful you are, the light shining between them. These two are each other's gift. That's what's coming. I see that. So, Spirit wants you to open yourself up, open your heart, take your arms off from being folded across your chest. Your stubbornness, your fear, your doubt, your worry, your procrastination, and allow new beginnings into your life. This is about diving into a fresh start. This isn't about the fool taking a step. This is about taking the leap, flying leap. Now, maybe right now you need to do some spring cleaning in your mind and your thoughts. Get rid of the things that no longer serve you. And in your home, in your closet. That's a really, really good way to get energy moving. So right now, while you are being told to retreat on certain things, but you want to actively be waiting, because there's a lot of, one says retreat, one says dig in, see it to completion, and one says this, spring cleaning. So you can actively wait. Because you're waiting doesn't mean you're sitting on your ass doing nothing. Actively waiting is taking the action steps that you need to take in order to manifest what you're wanting to bring forward. So for you, spring cleaning. Get rid of the things that you don't use. Donate them to a worthy cause. Other people can use that. You'll be blessed for that as well, as you're helping other people. And you're cleaning out your closet because you're not wearing those things. You know you're not wearing them. You haven't worn them. I go through my closet constantly because sometimes I think, oh no, I'll do it. Man, no, I don't. If you haven't worn it in 2 years, you're not going to wear it. So when you do things like that, when you shift things around, and even when you rearrange things, like when I rearranged my desk, rearrange your furniture, that shifts the energy around, and that brings positive energy in. There's a lot here. This is the day. Listen to the birds outside. This is a day like this. Do you wonder why I'd rather be in this than in the city? Gosh, I could read that card for a long time, but I've got to get going. I have a life too. And here she is. I've spoke about her so much today. Kuan, the goddess of forgiveness and compassion and mercy and love. And her dragon. She's tamed her dragon. Her dragon walks loyally beside her. These are very peaceful colors. These are the colors of truth and innocence. Speak your truth. Spirits surrounding you. Walk gently on your path. Walk gently in your wild ways. Enjoy the journey of life. Be not afraid of its mysteries. Take a chance and follow your soul, for you are being guided by an angel. If you have been wavering about proceeding with something that is dear to you, then this is your confirmation. Just do it. Wow, you guys, twice. Just do it. Looking for a sign? This is it. Take a chance. Okay, so if something comes and you have an opportunity and your heart is saying, this is what I want, but you're nervous, don't be afraid if you don't know what's there. Spirit this is a message that I chose for me, so this is confirmation from Spirit. Yes, follow your heart. You are being guided. This is dear to your heart. Do it. This is a very clear message for anyone who might be having doubt. You will be victorious. Your way will be lit up. Beautiful transformation. Sacred knowledge. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the peace within.
Beyond your thoughts lie your eternal truth. I am presence of eternal life. The I am presence of eternal love. Sacred knowledge. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Feel the peace within. Beyond your thoughts lies your eternal truth. The I am presence of eternal love. Because people get way too caught up in the words and forget the feelings. So beyond the thoughts running around your monkey mind, your feelings are the truth of the matter. The I am presence of eternal love. And at 1 hour and 5 minutes in, I say, Happy Father's Day. I love you all.